Mr. Chairman, I'd like to reintroduce Mr. Craig Sanderson.
Thank you.
There's no family blending there. It's Craig Caulfield. We'll leave Michael Sanderson that side.
There you go. Oh, I thought it was you. Don't worry.
No worries. All good. My question's possibly for the auditor. Now, I'm aware we're in transition, moving from PwC across to KPMG. But I'm interested to know, you direct it where required, but I'm interested to find out about the loan application files, how they are assessed by the auditors. So I think the big picture view that I have is there are hundreds of billions of dollars of loans out there. They come from various sources, internally from Westpac and branches, but a lot coming from brokers. And there's a topic called liar loans, which talks about the errors, whether that's deliberate or accidental, that come from either the customer might have put it in, or the broker might have put it in, or a banker might have put it in. But this is a big issue because UBS reports that there are up to $200 billion worth of liar loans, sitting on the books. And so I think of a big company like Westpac, I think of all these parliamentary inquiries and problems continuing. Surely the auditors are looking and doing a forensic granular insight into a sample of the loans. So that's what I wanted to find out. How many loan application files are granularly looked at? When I read the auditors' reports, the way they introduce things, there's limitations and conditions and carve-outs. So I'll hand to you.
Thank you, Craig. Appreciate that. Colin Heath's our lead auditor at Pricewaterhouse. I'll ask him just to comment briefly, but I might add it's a big discussion to go through. So, Colin.
Thank you very much for the question. So our auditor's report that you can see in the accounts there covers all of the accounts, which includes the lending balances and therefore the loans within those. When we look at the accounts as a whole, we're looking for material misstatement. So we're looking for an amount that is roughly 500 million is the materiality we have in our audit. And so in order to get comfortable with each of the line items in the context of the accounts, we do look at a combination of controls work. So that's looking at how the bank itself assesses loans, approves loans, ensures that the information is accurate and complete. We perform various analytical procedures, various inquiries, and then we also perform quite extensive sample testing, which varies according to the type of loan, but everything from mortgages and cards through to the institutional business, where we will sample test interest calculations, and we also confirm loans with individual borrowers. So I couldn't give you a specific number, but it's quite an extensive sample that we perform. It's a different percentage depending on which loan balance we're talking about.
Yeah, that's quite broad across the board, and I understand that you have to deal with a lot of broad issues. What I picked up on was you do look at mortgages, but given that liar loans is such a big issue, I'm not sure where it comes from. Is it the auditor that should be doing this, or is it the board that should be directing the auditor? Well, if it's both, then I would like to hear confirmation that the board will say, yes, we're going to have perhaps 100 loans. Yep. You might have 1 million loans, but 100 loans, we will do an in-depth granular audit, and we will track back to look at income. Did that match the income that was really there? Yep. Assets, was that correct there?
Yeah, correct. If I may just suggest, why don't we take this offline if that's okay? Rather than get into the detail here, let's just do that offline, and I'll be, again, delighted to introduce you to Jason, who's our head of consumer. Speak to Colin as well to get a bit more granularity around that, if that's okay.
I have raised it at various AGMs, and I usually get an answer. For example, at the CBA AGM, Matt Commons said very clearly, I said, could you do a minimum of 10? And he said, I can assure you we do at least 100 on a granular basis. Yeah. I asked at the NAB AGM, and I got an assurance that we do none.
Craig, we do quality assurance. We do look at file reviews, particularly if we run a lot of algorithms off the back of loan applications to highlight things that don't make sense, and then we do file reviews. Unfortunately, I can't give you the number, but our quality assurance processes get down into file reviews. We also expect all our bankers to be following our procedures when they write a loan, and that's our key control.
If following up with the bankers is the key control, then what we know is that the bankers have in some instances told the customers to fudge the figures. So we can't rely on the bankers. There needs to be trust them, but verify. Yeah. So I'm happy for you to, take it offline, take it later. I'd like to get some more feedback, but I'd like to know a number of how many loan applications are done, each year by the auditor, and how granular they are.
Okay. Let's move forward on if we can, and let's take it offline. I'm not sure the bankers are telling the customers to fudge the loan application, but nevertheless, we'll take that as we go. But thanks for that, Craig. We'll take that offline.
Okay, thank you. Just one more thing is just to confirm, when Peter Starr talked of, have you had police raids? I just wanted to add some context. That was around the Australian Office of Financial Management. ANZ overstated their amounts by 50 billion. APRA did, and ASIC did requests for information. We can pin together that the only reason they would raid 4 different premises is because ANZ is not likely to have provided the information. And so that adds some context to what Mr Starr was saying.
I understood what he was asking.
Oh, okay.
We did.
I'm not sure that everyone in the room would have.
And we don't comment on other competitors.
No, it was really just confirming that you haven't got any anomalies there.
No, we don't.
Yeah, thank you.